A few years ago, I was taking a self-improvement course in New York City with a good friend of mine. After the program, we went back to my condo in Fort Lee, New Jersey on the 10th floor. Now, my friend is an accomplished pilot. He flew overseas commercially for a major airline and was a former military pilot. As I walked out onto the terrace, I wanted to see my family playing below. And I looked behind me and I saw my friend, the pilot, all of a sudden hugging the wall. And I said, "What's wrong? You have the fear of death on your face." And he said, "I'm afraid of heights." I said, "How can you, a pilot, be afraid of heights?" And then he said something that made sense. He said, "Look, as long as there's a roof over my head, I'm fine." And that made sense to me because I too had a fear of heights. But I always wondered, how could I keep flying with that fear? And what he said made sense. As long as I am enclosed in a tube, I feel fine. Well, when I moved into that condo, I didn't feel fine. I had that fear of heights. How did I get over it? Well, when we have fears in life, they basically create psychological responses that leave us overwhelmed. And when we're feeling that overwhelmed, we tend not to do anything. We actually become a prisoner of our own fears. So what I did was, I asked myself, what's the worst thing that can happen? I could fall over the terrace, fall downstairs. I said, great. Is it going to happen? Probably not. There's a big banister there. So why don't you inch your way slowly till you get to the banister and just take in the view? Well, I only lasted for 30 seconds. But every day thereafter, I forced myself to go out there for a little bit longer. And before I knew it, that fear of heights started going away because I was getting more comfortable in dealing with that fear. So if you ever find yourself a prisoner of fears in your life that's preventing you from living the life that you want, try and get comfortable with your fears and inch your way forward. That's today's Velocity Mindset message. Please be good to yourself and others, and I'll see you in a couple of days.